Cowboys defense can find an answer to Spencer Newman and the Bengals, or else this is going to get really ugly really quick.
That's what it's come down to. Spencer Newman has been the catalyst. He's been the workhorse for the Bengals this entire game. Dalton Moody has gotten a couple of runs, and Tate Hanks has gotten a couple of runs too, but it's going to be Spencer Newman. It's going to be Spencer Newman all day for the Bengals.
We are underway in the second half. The ball is kicked, and it reaches a couple Bengals right at the 50-yard line. They just kind of fall on top of it, weren't really ready or prepared to return the ball, and we're underway. 2 more quarters remain in our broadcast today here from Warren Central High School. 2 more quarters remain in the Second Division Toy Bowl, and it is 1st and 10 from the 50-yard line for Spencer Newman and his Bengals offense. Man comes in motion from the sideline to the line of scrimmage. Naven is in shotgun, although he's stepping to the line of scrimmage. And he's actually going to go under center here, 3 men in the backfield. He looks a little flustered. Someone doesn't appear to be where they should, but Newman's going to hand it off and has little to nowhere to go. A swarming Cowboys defense, 4 jerseys in the backfield. Will wrap up the ball carrier, and I believe that was Tate Hanks. We've called his name several times today.
Yep. Tate Hanks gets the ball, and you're right, it didn't look quite like that. The Bengals knew where they were going to go with that ball. Spencer Newman didn't look confident in handing the ball off, and it didn't end up well.
Newman puts a man in motion in the pistol formation. He's going to roll to the near side, has Hanks behind him, but he doesn't pitch it off. Instead, he just heads into the tackle. And he is just shy of midfield, and it looks like it was Isaiah Gee. We've called his name a lot on the defensive side of the ball for the Cowboys. He is the one to make the tackle. That'll bring up 3rd and about 11. Ball still not quite where the original line of scrimmage is. This drive started at the 50, ball at the 49-yard line. And we've got a flag on the play, some movement from the Bengals, and that's just going to back them up and make this 3rd down conversion that much more difficult. Ball will go from the 49 to the 44-yard line.
This is not the way the Bengals anticipated or wanted to come out of the halftime intermission and perform. They've gotten a couple of penalties. They've just moved backwards this entire drive.
Man in motion from the near to far side. Naven will take the shotgun snap and will go up to the far side before he turns upfield. A flag flies in. He's got room to run down the far sideline. 1 man to beat, makes a move. He is brought down by the jersey. He's still up. Brought down at the 20, but hold the phone. Laundry on the field, just past the 45-yard line in the backfield. This one might be coming back once again. It's a hold. It's against the orange jerseys, and a great run by Spencer Naven, negated by another penalty for the Bengals.
Spencer Newman just absolutely taking that one and doing it all himself. Made a couple of guys missed, and I can't quite see the number on the jersey for the Cowboys rather. And who brought down Newman? But it was a fantastic tackle. It looked like that Newman was going to run right out of the tackle, but no, the Cowboy defender grabbed the jersey and literally hung on by the jersey of Spencer Newman and brought him down to the ground.
Newman took him for about a 5-yard ride before he did come down. And now it is 3rd and forever to go. Newman will pitch it back to Hanks. Hanks following some blockers across the 40. He's got room to run. 1 man to beat across midfield, but is tackled in the process. That is the second smallest guy on the field trying to bring down Hanks. And Hanks is slow to get up. Actually, he hasn't gotten up yet. He is laying on his back. The Cowboys, and Bengals are very quick to take knees. It didn't look like it was that malicious of a hit, but Hanks is down and being attended to by the Bengals coaching staff. We've already seen 1 injury today in the form of Trayton Price, the quarterback for the Colts. He left on the final play from scrimmage of the first half from the Cowboys. And now here it is Tate Hanks down on the field on the far sideline.
And what it looked like happened was Hanks lowered his shoulder, was getting ready to make a big hit and keep going. And the Cowboys defender just dropped down and ended up hitting Hanks in the knee, which is never.
And he's taking a seat behind the rest of his teammates on the bench. And with a 4th down coming up, the Bengals will elect to punt away. So a good beginning to the half for the Cowboys. They keep the Bengals out of the end zone, but a lot of that has to do to some self-inflicted wounds by the Bengals. And it will be Cowboy ball after the Bengal punt.
Back deep to return for the Cowboys is number 45, Bertrand Kibawa.
The punt will come from about the 45-yard line. And the best punt we've seen all day. That will bounce shy of the 20, will roll inside the 15. It is picked up, and about a 3-yard return for the Cowboys. They will start with probably the worst field position we've seen all day, inside their own 20. What a punt from the Bengals. 5:42 remains in the third quarter. The Bengals hold on to a 24-6 advantage.
I believe it was Zachary Burt for the Bengals that made that stop getting down the field. And Kibawa, I thought it looked like he was just going to let that one bounce out of bounds.
Yep.
But it stopped dead in its tracks, almost on the side hash mark. And Bertrand Kibawa just said, okay, I'm going to pick it up and run with it. Couldn't get very far.
Now, of course, if he just let it stay there, it wouldn't have necessarily been a turnover unless he had already touched it.
Yes.
Normal punt rules apply here in the Toy Bowl as well. And it looks like Price is back on the field for the Cowboys. That is good news for Cowboys faithful everywhere. It's a trips formation to the near side. There is one man in the backfield, and Price is in shotgun. Another high snap, as we've seen all day. Price fakes a handoff. He's going to roll to the far side. Found a hole, but it quickly closed by the Bengals. And not a large pickup, maybe about 1.5 yards by Price. And that'll bring up second down. Second and about 8 to go for the Cowboys, looking to cut into this 24-6 deficit. We're under 5 minutes to play in this third quarter. Fletcher Keel, Jimmy Stratman here with you. We are at Warren Central High School. And this has just been a very fun morning, fun day of youth football here. The Toy Bowl, we saw the first division earlier this morning, and a second division title will be crowned later on tonight. Price will pitch it back, and room to run. And again, the Bengals defense is so good at quickly closing holes. Not a ton of space for anyone to go. I think that was Aiden Payne who carried the ball for a little bit of yards. He'll pick up maybe half a yard when everything is all said and done. But I think we might have had a late flag in there as well against the Bengals, and it's going to be a free set of downs for the Cowboys, a face mask call against the number 1 seed.
And it was Bertrand Kibawa, actually, who got the ball. The Cowboys run a 2 running back set 90% of the time between Aiden Payne and Kibawa, always standing behind Price.
In the pistol formation.
Yep, in a pistol formation. So it's a little bit hard to see who gets the ball at times, but that one, it was Kibawa, and he just takes it for a nice little gain and gets helped by the Bengals via that face mask penalty.
3:50 and counting left to go in this third quarter. And the shotgun once again, one receiver out to the near side. One man is in the backfield. Another snap. This goes over Price's head, but the play is blown dead. We might have some movement by the Cowboys. Or it might be against the Bengals, actually. And it is going to be against the Bengals. Offsides, make it 1st and 5. The ball will be moved up to about the 40-yard line.
And that is a huge break for the Cowboys. The snaps have been high almost all day for the Cowboys. And Trayton Price has just had to try to overcome them and really make athletic plays just to get the snaps down until he can hand it off. And so this one's just way over his head. It would have been a fumble, and Price probably could have fallen on it had the flag not come in. But honestly, it's a much better result for the Cowboys having the flag thrown. 1st
and 5 from the 40. Price under center. 2 men in the backfield. He will hand it off to Kibawa, and he's pushing the pile about 1 yard shy of the first down, getting about to the 45. Needed to get to the 46 to move the markers. It'll be 2nd and short. And a very quick getting back to the line by the Cowboys, a very bunch formation. This looks to be one of those push plays of Price, and he's just going to follow his blockers. And another one of those things where the Cowboys only needed to get 1 yard, maybe 2. They got 5, maybe 6, and it's a fresh set of downs.
The last time we saw the Cowboys run that play, it was actually on a 1st down. They had about 10 yards to go, and they got 8 of those yards. This time they only needed 1 yard to get the 1st down, and they end up getting 4 out of it.
Ball at the 49-yard line, under 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. 24-6 is the Bengals' lead, but the Cowboys are driving, looking to cut into the deficit. Under center once again goes Price. He's going to pitch it back. Again, that's Kibawa. He's got room to run along the far side and can't shake shakes the first tackler, but 2 orange jerseys come in as soon as he does. He is hit hard past the 45-yard line down to the 44. The Cowboys are in Bengals territory. A nice run by Kibawa, and it's second and about 4.
A group of Bengals coming over to make the hit on Kibawa after a very nice gain by the running back.
Little confusion on the line of scrimmage for the Cowboys in a very bunched formation, just one man not on the line. That'll be a pitch back. Kibawa will get it again, tries to shake one tackle. He can, but he is finally upended. Maybe a half a yard, maybe a full yard past the line of scrimmage. That'll bring up third down.
And on that play, the Cowboys had bunched to the left side of the line, pitched it back to Kibawa, and he ran right. A little bit of trickery by the Cowboys disguising where they were going to take it, but the Bengals weren't fooled. Quickly, it readjusted and took down Kibawa with a minimal gain.
It was Aiden Payne who scored the only touchdown so far of the game for the Cowboys, but Bertrand Kibawa has been the workhorse today for this Cowboy offense. It is third and about 3.5. Another bunch formation to the near side, and it looks like it's actually Payne in the backfield this time. It is a pitch to the near side, and Payne has little to nowhere to go. He gets across the 45, but that's actually a loss of about a yard. It'll be 4th and 4. Decision time for the Cowboys, and it looks like they're going to elect to keep the offense out on the field.
And Jake Napier is the one who made a stop on that play. The first time we've called Mr. Napier's name today.
Under a minute, or actually under 30 seconds now to play in this third quarter. The final minute kind of snuck up on us, and the Cowboys will have time to run one more play. They need to pick up a first down to keep the drive alive. 4th and 4. I formation, Price is under center. 2 men are in the backfield. The deep back is Kibawa, and movement, and I think the officials are going to get the Cowboys on it. Or no, they're not. Nope. They're going to get the Bengals. That should be enough, and it will be enough to give the Cowboys a first down.
The Bengals clearly jumped off sides, were not drawn off sides, and the Cowboys did a good job of seeing the opportunity, and they took the opportunity to get the flag, get the extra yards, and now it's a first down.
The story of this third quarter, self-inflicted wounds by the Bengals on offense and here on defense to give the Cowboys a fresh set of downs. The Cowboys will not be able to run a play off. That will do it on the third quarter. We have no score in the third quarter. The Cowboys are driving, taking their time, but they need to score quickly if they want to come back from a 24-6 deficit. We'll take a short break, come back for the fourth quarter, our final quarter of football today from Warren Central High School. After 3, it's 24-6. The Bengals are on top.